The tone is already set. Self-criticism. Actually, the other day, we were talking about self-doubt. There's actually a very, very thin line between self-doubt and self-criticism. In fact, it is going a step further because now we are not only doubting ourselves, but also criticizing that we are not good enough. You should have done better. So let's replace this voice with kindness and self compassion. Because, you know, this voice that says that you are clumsy, you cannot do anything right, you're not perfect. It's like having an unkind coach who keeps pointing out your mistakes instead of cheering you on. And why do we do this? Because sometimes we think being hard on ourselves will make us better. But truth is, constant criticism doesn't help. It just makes us feel bad. Now, think about it. Would you improve if someone kept yelling at you? No, you would actually feel frustrated and want to give up. So, but unknowingly, this self criticism sneaks into every part of our lives. A teenager might feel bad for not scoring well on a test and think, I'm so dumb. An adult might mess up at work and think I'm a failure. Now, these thoughts don't just hurt our feelings, they also stop us from trying new things because now we are scared of making mistakes. So we don't actually attempt new things and we stop our growth. But the good news is we can actually let go of this self criticism. Let me share 3 steps with you. Number one, catch the critic. Yes. The first step is noticing when you are being critical. For example, if you mess up while cooking dinner and think I'm terrible at this, just take a pause, wait, think, and ask yourself, would I, would I say this to my best friend too? The chances are you wouldn't. Or just, keep on talking and keep on realizing the fact that what are the instances, what are the activities that such inner voice crops up in my mind. The number two, replace criticism with kindness. So instead of being harsh, try being kind to yourself. Let's say if you spill juice on your shirt and say something like, oops, that happens. So that happens to everyone. Treat yourself the way you treat a friend, with patience and understanding. And number three, celebrate your efforts. And time and again, I have mentioned that we must celebrate our small wins. So, celebrating yourself, actually, you're able to fight out that self criticism too. So, focus on what you did right instead what went wrong. Maybe you are attempting that task for the very first time. So, for instance, if you didn't score well on a test, remind yourself of the effort you put into studying. Celebrate your journey, celebrate your progress, not the perfection. Outcomes are beyond your control, but the journey is. Enjoy the journey. So, there might be times that the outcome is not as per your liking, but then it's okay. At least you tried. Like, for example, if we talk about our sports persons who prepare for the Olympics, they spend years and years of practice. And on the actual day, it, they get a bad day and they're not able to perform. But then they try again. That should be the spirit. For example, a teenager tries out for school play but forgets their lines during auditions. So instead of thinking I'm awful, let's remind, he should remind himself at least he tried. He had the courage to try. An adult might burn dinner while cooking for guests, but then laughs it off and orders pizza instead. It's party now. So these moments show us that mistakes are part of life and they actually don't define us. So letting go of self criticism is actually very, very important because then it opens the doors to growth and happiness. And when we stop being hard on ourselves, we become braver, kinder, and definitely more confident. Think about a seed trying to grow into a tree. Now, if it keeps saying, I'll never be tall enough, it won't even try to sprout. But if it focuses on growing little by little every day, it's eventually become a strong tree. And that's what life is all about. So let me leave you with this thought. Talk to yourself like someone you love. The simple idea can change your life. See, in the past few days, we talked about self love, removing self doubts. Everything is connected. And the idea begins from the first step begins from self love only. So, love yourself because when you treat yourself with kindness, amazing things happen. And here's my challenge for you. Starting today, whenever that critical voice pops up in your head, replace it with something kind. Say something nice about yourself, even if it feels silly at first. You deserve kindness, not just from others, but from yourself too. And that is even more important. So thank you for joining me today. And let's go out there and be kinder to ourselves. Thank you.